Wow, I'm live again. That's crazy. I'm glad I logged on 2 minutes early because, you know, I usually can't get on if I do it at 8. So I was like, because I think what happens is there's so many people that schedule like a live at 8 that it just sits there and rolls and rolls and rolls. And I have to get out and redo it. And last time I had to do it like twice. So yeah, I was like, well, let me see what happens if I've scheduled it at 8 and then just go live anyway. What the heck? So happy Halloween. We have our friend Hal here. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Good to see you. Uh, I've missed Lori so much. I sent her a message yesterday because I hadn't heard, and I'm kind of new to the circle. So, yeah, but she did respond. She's just still weak, recovering, missing everybody. Yeah. Yeah. So, how are you doing? How's your week been? We're doing cars tonight, so I figured I'd wear my driving hat, my little touring hat. What do they call these? I don't even know what they call these kind of hats. Yeah. So, I guess while we'll wait, we'll have a little fun while we wait for people to come in. So, a friend of mine, Ann Baker, she's a woman with many hats. Speaking of hats, um, she I think she has a channel. I'm subscribed to it, but I never get a notification that she's done anything. I'm so busy, and I keep up with all of her other stuff. But she has a mast cell disease, and so she has a channel on just coping with chronic pain and how she deals with that. She also started modeling at 50 under her, and that's under her Ann Baker uh, model. And then she's also an author. She has books out, but she's in the process of doing another book. Actress, but she has several YouTube channels, and then she has a channel called Annabelle Chats. So let me see if I can find her. Now, I kind of met her through her Annabelle chat first, and it's kind of like a character she does that I really, it's kind of like a little girl character, but a pretty funny little girl character. Uh, so I met her there, but I'll get to what let me post her link here to Annabelle. I don't know if she has all of her other I don't know if she has all of her other channels under here. But that's her Annabelle chats. She's so busy. I mean, even as a 50-plus-year-old model who's newly starting, she's busy. Like she's doing fashion shows, she's doing commercials, she's doing photo shoots. The girl gets booked. Um, but she had, and I'd never heard of this product, but she was going to do like an online everybody try it kind of thing, and I think I was the only one that participated in it, so or was going to, so I think she canceled it. It never happened, and I'm trying to think what else was going on at the time for me. um, but anyway, she told me about this product from Amos, and it's called an audio lollipop, and it has tasty sounds. Listen to music through your mouth. And I guess the music we get to listen to is called Up to Something. Hey, Simple Happy Life. How's your week going? I loved that question you posed the other day. I don't know if Teresa saw it. Simple Happy Life put out a short asking, name something that you lost that you would love to have back. You know, if you've ever lost something, uh, and you'd love to, what would it be? You know, if you could get something back, what would it be? Oh no, Simple Happy Life. Give me the bad news first. Give me the bad news because I like to end on positive things. You know how I am. Oh, it's long. So anyway, this is while she does that, this is cola flavored. So, but I've not tried it, and I don't know. It expired in June, but I think I'll live. Um, it's only 60 calories per. Bad news. I'm currently in bed with an ice. Oh no. Oh no. So now the good news. Hey Mike, how's it going? How's school going? I bet it's crazy. I know here it's been a little wild. It's been a little wild here. You know, it's so funny. I kind of tested to see if you could see Hal up here on my camera, but I think I got too much Hal in, too much wall in there. That may be a little better. Yeah, maybe. Uh, okay, so what happened? Simple Happy Life. Simple Happy Life is laying up in bed, eating bonbons, getting served. Oh no, do you need somebody to come and do laundry for you? I shouldn't laugh. I know it's hard. Like for me, I'm a bear. It's going to be hard for me for a couple of days because you know when you sit there and you can't do anything, then you just start seeing every little thing, that little piece of lint on the rug, that little cobweb that you somehow missed. And it drives you nuts because you just don't really feel like doing anything, but it adds to the aggravation. I know. Company reached out for me to review their product. My first collab is coming soon. Yay. Did you verify them and all that? Because I've had some scammers hit me up. That is awesome, though. That is really awesome. Do they want to see your face? Hey, Lori, what are you doing here? I thought you were going to take it easy tonight. But I'm so glad because I was like, it was driving me nuts, Lori. I was thinking about you, and just so busy because, you know, trying to get ready for the surgery next week. And even through Labor Day, you know, I was like, I should write Lori every day. Every day I thought about you and just never got around to writing you until what was it, Monday I reached out to you. Simple happy life. That's too funny. Oh gosh. So how did you injure your toe? Did you kick the bucket? Oh, Lori, we're just chatting. You know, I don't start promptly because we got to wait for people to roll in. So, you know, and I don't know. And I didn't music trivia night without Vinny. So we usually give him a little bit more time to show up. So that is awesome, a simple happy life. I'm so happy for you. Trying to do a cartwheel with the neighbor kids. Yeah, that'll do it. It's hard to remember your whatever your age you are. You know. Did I tell that story about the time that Oh, I told that story on one of my cooking videos when I broke my foot. The neighbor's dog, they had a black lab, and it was wild. And it saw me, and it was doing the zoomies because I would train the dog. They never trained the dog. And we had a house fire, and so we had no. They left a hole in the dang. They had to take the chimney down, and so it left a hole in the wall. That dog would come over to our house in the middle of the night and wake us up. He would just help himself, walk right in the house. Funny dog. But yeah. But he got the zoomies, and I was just standing there, and he just came and clipped me. And I went down, broke my foot. Um, but then I had a bunch of friends take me to a strip club. They kind of kidnapped me. The thing is, we were going out to lunch, and it was all guys. We were going out to lunch. They said, "Oh, we'll come pick you up and take you lunch since you couldn't drive." So they came pick me up, and then they thought it would be funny since I couldn't drive and had no way home to take me to a strip club. But it gets better because when we were in there, this Asian girl comes up to take our order for drinks, and she comes up and she goes, "Oh, what happened to your leg?" I was like, "Oh, my neighbor's dog came, and I was standing outside, and it kind of, was excited, so it hit me, and I broke my foot that way." And she goes, "Oh, that my neighbor dog, I eat him." I about lost it. I mean, I think we all lost it. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. And so of course, that was a running joke in our little like friend group for a long time. "Oh, that my neighbor dog, we eat him." But anyway, on to other things. So this is it, the audio lollipop, tasty sounds. Tasty sounds of the 70s. Let's see what this bad boy is. Let's see what he is. I mean, of course, I would never condone eating an animal. It's disgusting, especially a domesticated animal. I love dogs. I miss having a dog. I had mostly dogs all my life until my last dog passed away. And then we were down to a cat. Well, we had two cats. After the dog passed away, I ended up with another cat that I rescued. But she didn't live very long. She had like amazing medical care, thousands of dollars of medical care before she did pass. Let's look what this is. Oh gosh, it's heavy. It's like, look how thick this lollipop is. And then there's this. You're supposed to. I wonder why you have to put earplugs in. I guess they don't have any ambient noise. Let me try this. There's nothing happening here. Amos. Mm-hmm. Taste and listen, built in with music, up to 60 minutes. Bone conductive technology. Remove the pause icon and play the music here. What? This makes no sense. I'm going to have to see if Anne figured it out. So I hope your husband does laundry for you. Simple, happy life. There you tell you the story. That is my start to a crazy story I tell my students. Oh gosh. I don't see anything else in here. I have no idea how this thing was supposed to work. Is the pause button on the side? This is a ripoff. I think I paid $7 for this. Hard candy, on off button, LED indicator. How to use? Hold the button to turn on. I mean, I don't what button are they talking about? There's that little button. Mm-hmm. No. No, you're not late, Hunter. I'm squeezing. I'm trying everything. But look, it shows a little button and it shows a LED indicator. I don't see any LED indicator or anything here. Oh gosh, hold on. I keep forgetting my wing's broken here. See, it shows all this stuff that's not here. Yeah. Ugh. Shows there's a LED indicator over on that side, and it shows that there's a play button there below that little square thing. And there is nothing like that here. There's no LED indicator. So, Hunter, you're supposed to be able to suck this popsicle, this lollipop or whatever. You put it in your mouth, and it's supposed to play music that you hear through bone conductive vibrations. No LED there. There's the back. No LED there. And it has that button. I keep pushing that, but there wouldn't be an LED anywhere on here. Isn't that weird? Yes. We are celebrating Halloween already. I'm late. I feel like I'm late to the game. Lowe's had their Halloween stuff. They had it out in June, I believe it was. I think the earliest person I saw to do, oh, yeah, Charla. Charla Unplugged did a video on the Lowe's Halloween stuff. That's right. He's showing you how you should have your leg up so the swelling will go down in your toe. Yeah, I've tried squeezing. I've tried doing everything. I'm gonna have to get with Anne and see if hers did anything, because there's certainly not a light here. Like I said, it expired back in June, so maybe the battery is dead. Again, here's the box. Amos Tasty Sounds Audio Lollipop. Listen to music through your mouth. Up to something. And it's cola flavored. It was the only flavor they had. I'm doing good, Hunter. How are you doing? I hope you're getting a little bit of rest. I know you've been busy, crazy busy. And I hate that for you. I hate that. Are you going to come down and visit when you're done, Hunter? You going to come? Now that you have my address. All right. I think everybody's here that's going to show up tonight. Vinny's probably lurking like he does. So I think. Oh, and the person that told me about this, again, I'll put her link down. That was Annabelle Chats that got me to do this. We were going to do an online thing on her channel or on, I don't know, Instagram or something. And then I think I was only participant, so it never happened. And Annabelle has a story on one of her videos where we were at a party and Clowny was there. I was ignoring Clowny, but Annabelle, she told Clowny she was thirsty. And she said, because she's always trying to defend him and being nice, even though we're friends. I mean, we don't play those teenage games where, she can't have her own friends. So she's friends with Clowny. I'm not. But she said that Clowny was so sweet and so nice because when she said she was thirsty, he went and got her a Diet Coke. And then she goes on to say she doesn't remember much of the party after that. So just another reason to not like Clowny. Panty thief. And, I'm not going to come right out and accuse him of putting anything in her soft drink, but, can't put anything past a panty thief. So, all right, we ready to get going? We got Cars is tonight's. Yes, he steals panties. You've seen the videos. Simple Happy Life. When I took him down in Jacksonville. If you hadn't seen that, it was December, 2 years ago? In Jacksonville at a club called Jackrabbits Live. I took Clowny and his goon out. Took them both down. Took those panties back. That's why I started my panty recovery service, because all these women have had their panties stolen from Clowny. So, But yeah, he's a terrible, terrible person. And you don't want to see his balloon art. All of his balloon art's very perverted. So, yeah. He's an unsavory character. Yeah, and how he got 2 movies out, I have no idea. He has a movie on Fossum. He has a movie out on Amazon Prime, of all things. And he has The Hard Life and Times of Clowny Part 1, and then The Hard Life and Times of Clowny Part 2. And there's a rumor that there's a Hard Life and Times of Clowny Part 3, possibly in the works. Jackrabbits Live. Now, I did like the band that played after I took Clowny down. They were good. So, all right, let's get started. I have all kinds of videos on Clowny. And then Clowny's YouTube is Clowny6868. No, Clowny was never an Animal House. I think they were too tame for even Clowny. The guy is despicable. He's a scoundrel. Unsavory human being. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. He hasn't worked in a long time because I found that he got arrested. I have video. I showed it on one of my lives. But it happened in Valverde. He was trying to do a cover up of it. Tonight's theme is cars, which is why I have my little driving hat on. So let's get going. All right. Number 1, this song was inspired by a pink Mercury Montclair Marauder owned by Prince's bandmate Lisa Coleman. Hey, Angela, good to see you, darling. How's it going? How is it going? Not 460, not 409. How many beers have you had tonight, Hunter? This song was inspired by a pink Mercury Montclair Marauder owned by Prince's bandmate Lisa Coleman. Lisa. I think it's the only song that Prince wrote about a car. I didn't research that thoroughly. They didn't play it on the radio as much as they did a lot of his other stuff, but it's Little Red Corvette. Mm, baby, you're much too fast. Little Red Corvette. Number 2, Manfred Mann's Earth Band's cover topped the charts, while Springsteen's original was not a commercial success. Manfred Mann's Earth Band cover topped the charts, while Springsteen's original was not a commercial success. And this is a song that mentions a car. But the title, I did not do cars in the title because that would be a lot more difficult. I haven't seen that video in so long, Angela. I would have no clue. I'd have to go back and look at it. He was so darn talented. And if you haven't listened to any of his later stuff, you can go to Wikipedia and go down to discography and check out some of his later stuff, which I think it was just as good as 1999, if not better. You know, if not better. He was. And the thing about Prince was he was doing his career, he was doing everybody else's career, he was writing his music, writing everybody else's music, he was producing it, and he toured every year he had an album, which was every year but one. So he was, and he did all of his recording, and on his albums, he did all of the music, unless he did backup. So he did everything. He was amazing. I know, that darn toe. That darn toe. All right, so Manfred Mann's Earth Band cover topped the charts while Springsteen's original was not a commercial success. That would be Blinded by the Light. Wrapped up like a deuce. You know, the runner in the night. Okay, question number 3 is over 100 of these were at Aretha Franklin's funeral procession. Over 100 of these were at Aretha Franklin's funeral procession. It was pink Cadillacs. Pink Cadillacs. But it was for the song Freeway of Love. Freeway of Love. Hey, my pink Cadillac. All right. Who said that one? It was Simple Happy Life. That toe's waking up there. Good job, toe. Good job. All right, number 4, the lyric Ride, Sally, Ride in this song became a news headline when Sally Ride became the first American woman in space. I've got a really good story about this one. And it happened on Hollywood Beach in Florida at an outdoor concert. It was an oldies concert. It was like a doo-wop concert. A friend of mine knew one of the band members, and so we were there. they had a huge mix of people. There was a woman, she must have been 80. She had a little, what'd she have on? A little cowboy hat. She had on a fringe vest and she had on some boots and a little sequin skirt. And they started playing this song that, who got it right? Hike with Mike got it right. Mustang Sally. So they started playing Mustang Sally, and she was dancing. She was like hitting on older men. Like, just a guy would be dancing, he'd be dancing with another woman, and she would like kind of get in between. She was flying high on something, I think, but she was an older woman. And then they started playing Mustang Sally, and she's dancing, and she found this old guy, and she's like rubbing on him and everything. And then, and so we're all in the dance area, and then there's a seating here. The clamshell bandstand is over here, and I see her turn around and cross her arms at the rim of her shirt, and that woman pulled up her shirt and flashed everyone. I am about to die. That was one of the greatest Florida women moments that I ever experienced. It's hilarious. I was dying. I didn't expect that from an 80-year-old woman at all. She could have been older. It was so dang funny. All right, number 5. This song by Post Malone is also a girl's name. Hey, John, good to see you back. How are you doing? I hope you had a good week. This song by Post Malone is also a girl's name. See, we're going to have these guys do a concert for us. We'll have Mike singing. What is it Mike's going to sing for us from Journey? Which song? Not to Georgia. What is it, Post Malone? Now, I think Simple Happy Life. Don't you like Post Malone? Okay. Some of his stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have Mike do a Journey song one of these days. Honor can sing. I've never heard Honor sing. We've heard him snore, but not sing. He's hot. I'm surprised you don't know the answer is Hey Mercedes. Oh. That's where I lost my number because I was like, I knew I had 21 on my list. And then when I went to do the questions, it turned out that I didn't have, but I didn't number one. That's what happened. And I missed it when I did the looking over it again. Oh, thanks, Honor. I think it's wool. It's Amazon. Oh, no. Only 10% wool, 10% polyester. Made in China. But, I got that when I did my Danny the Medic video because he always wears one of these. So it is not. I do like it. I wish I had it when my dad was still alive because he had a TR7 that we go cruising in every now and then. Mr. Simple Life wears one. 10% steel wool. All right, here we go. It's lyric time. So sometimes I do lyric questions if y'all haven't been here before. And again, John, if you didn't know or notice, we're doing cars tonight. So it's all songs about cars, or could be songs, albums, people, whatever, bands. Number 6, she got a competition clutch with a 4 on the floor, and she purrs like a kitten till the lake pipes roar. And if that ain't enough to make you flip your lid, there's one more thing. I got the pink slip, daddy. Anyone know the song? She got a competition clutch with the 4 on the floor, and she purrs like a kitten till the lake pipes roar. It is the Beach Boys. And if it ain't enough to make you flip your lid, there's one more thing. I got the pink slip, daddy. I know. Steel Wheels tour. Chris went to the Rolling Stones Steel Wheels tour. It was at Georgia Tech, Bobby Dodd Stadium. 409 does keep coming up tonight. But this one, ready for the answer, is Little Deuce Coupe. Little Deuce Coupe by the Beach Boys. Number 7, which other car is mentioned in Pink Cadillac? Which other car is mentioned in Pink Cadillac? And that's the Bruce Springsteen song, Pink Cadillac. Nope. But y'all are free to just make a wild guess. Ford Pinto. I'm not going to go any of these. Oh no, John. Some of us here are car buffs. Well, Angela and I are car buffs. I don't know about anybody else. I can't speak for anyone else. But Angela and I like classic cars. I have a lot of classic cars on my. I've got a playlist called Anything Motorized. I've got airplanes, vintage airplanes, military aircraft, but a lot of cars, lowriders, moonshine runners, little this, little that. Datsun Sunny. Oh, that's funny. Ford Edsel. Yes. Well, it's not right, but yeah, we're all classics for sure. Oh my gosh, my dad had the AMC Spirit. I don't even know why he bought that car. They had a terrible reputation. Like Mitsubishi, terrible transmissions for a long time. Oh, that's cool, John. Does he have a YouTube channel or anything like that? The Duster. Oh my gosh, Gremlin, Pacers. I mentioned The Thing last week. Remember The Thing? I think The Thing should make a comeback. Todd Dart. Actually, the Dart wasn't too bad. The Dart wasn't too bad. Really? Was that one of their earlier cars, Mike? No, believe it or not, y'all danced around it. It's a car that still exists, a car maker that still exists. And they do mostly, I'll give a hint, they do mostly four-wheel drive, but not Jeep. No, no, no. All right, I'm gonna give it. It's a Subaru. How many ahs were there? Yeah, Subaru, which I hear that Subaru is making some better cars now. Because I think they had some issues with their transmissions for a while. I guess they've gotten them straightened out. So 73 Duster, 3 speed on the floor, a chick magnet. Oh, yeah, there you go. Now, what year did you have it, Hunter? Toyota. Yeah. Chris keeps saying something about Toyota maybe for his next car, but Hyundai has been so good to us. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm just like, I have a hard time going beyond Hyundai at this point. I'm behind in chat. Who's behind in chat? Uberus, Subarus. Did somebody say Subaru? I think that was after I did. Oh, you just hit the live button, Hunter. You taught me that. If you're behind in chat, hit the live button and you just catch right up. Fast forward you. It's funny. Yeah, I do like a Toyota Tacoma. But I wish I had a like full. I like a full bed though. I like the old Silverados. They're short to the ground, not too short, but they have a full bed. Hmm. Yeah, I'd like a truck. I wish Hyundai would make a good truck. That's the only thing. Because our Hyundai, we were going the mountains and it was slipping a little only in the mountains. And but when we got into the city, it wasn't slipping. We had over 98,000 miles. Their warranty is to 100,000. I said, we're going to take it in there and they're going to say they didn't find anything and hope we run that 2,000 miles. Living in Atlanta, it's easy to do. And then it'll be past the warranty. We took it in there and they detected it, I guess, electronically, and they replaced the entire transmission. I was absolutely shocked. And then Chris, he wrecked that one, and he got another one, but he got it as a dealer car. But they sold it to him, a lot of money off, and then but they said we'll give you the full warranty and we will treat it like it's a brand new car. So you'll get your 2-year interior paint, all that stuff. What happened was his paint started chipping. And it's a known paint issue with Hyundai. And because he'd bought it as a dealer thing, he'd had it over the 2 years. And he called him about it. They said, bring it in, we'll paint it. But some of them had a delay in the paint chipping off. This was 2 years ago or so that happened. And it's not on my white car. It was only white paint and only a certain model year. They're still like, if your paint is chipping, they are still honoring the paint job on those cars because some of them, it was a delay. Like, not all of the paint was chipping everywhere. So, and I'm imagining people that kept theirs in a garage a lot and didn't drive it much, homemakers types, the paint didn't chip for a while. So, but they're still honoring years later, they're honoring a new paint job. Crazy to me. So it's hard to leave that kind of service. Number 8. This song by Rush depicts a dystopian future where recreational driving is outlawed. The protagonist escapes in his uncle's hidden car and is pursued by authorities. Which song is it? Does Jen offer a warranty? Wait, do I need to give you a warranty? Are there damaged goods here? Number 8, this song by Rush depicts a dystopian future where recreational driving is outlawed. Protagonist escapes in his uncle's hidden car and is pursued by authorities. Hmm. Now, when this song was written, I don't think this vehicle existed. However, oh, he didn't get you a Dust Bunny behind the couch burger, did he? Uh, uh, yeah, I want a truck, but I want like an old Mazda or old Silverado used beat up truck. That's what I want with about 100,000 miles on it. Something I don't have to worry about. Just for my gardening and stuff. Maybe go get some sheep manure, stuff like that. Do you bring any dessert? Simple happy life. Hey, Nomi. Enjoy with Nomi. Good to see you. Welcome. We love Simple, not talking behind her. Doing great, doing great. How about you? How are you doing? How's your week been? So the answer to this one would be red barchetta. Red barchetta. Like I said, I don't know if the red barchetta existed when they wrote the song, but there is an Italian car called a barchetta now. Her back is super strong. She can do anything. She can handle anything. She's a superwoman. Oh yeah, it is perfect for you, Mike. Do you have a hard top on it or anything? I had a truck with a hard top. It was a shift on the steering column, and I would take it down. That I lived on the East Coast, so I'd be like sleeping on Cocoa Beach, or I'd go over to St. John's River, over to my fishing spot, and I'd spend the night sometimes. It's Rush, of course. It's a good song. Number 9, name the Beach Boys' 1962 hit about a 1962 Chevy Impala equipped with a powerful V8 engine featuring twin carburetors, dual quads, a 4-speed transmission, and a limited slip rear axle. Positraction. There you go, Honor. Congratulations. You finally got your 409 in. All right, so let's do the tally. We got Simple Life with 1, or Simple Life's Toe with 1. We have Mike with 1 and Hunter with 1. Okay, let's go on to number 10. I do these silly ones every now and then. So number 10 is fun, fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Make sure you hit the like button, Lori, because you may be a little bit behind in the chat. That does happen sometimes. So, and trivia, it is kind of a good idea to hit that live. kind of frequently. Lori, you got that one. Congratulations. Wow. It's going to be an interesting game tonight. Everybody's scoring almost. That's right. All righty, Angela. Are you making an ooey gooey cake? You don't have to come back to answer that. Angela makes the most incredible ooey gooey cakes. Oh my gosh. She did a key lime, and I try and stay away from sweets, but dang, she has me tempted. If I do sweets like yesterday, I made some peanut butter cookies, but it was just almond flour, peanut butter. Should have put some vanilla in there. I did put a little jelly in there, but not enough. Yeah, I was trying to swirl jelly throughout the cookie, but they were dry and crumbly. It was a terrible recipe. All right, number 11. It was driven to the levee. Number 11, it was driven to the levee. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Indeed. And that song, I think that song was on the top 100 charts for, I think it holds a record for the song, or at the time. I think there's one that maybe broke that record now. But for a long time, it had the record for a song that stayed on the charts more than any other song. But yeah, it's a great song. And also a sad song. Sing it, girl. It's a great song. It really is. Which brings me to this song, which I like the song. I like the tune. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was tough, man. Losing some great artists there. All right, number 12. Sammy Johns, a self-described conservative hippie, captured the free love era of the 70s with the song. What song was it? Sammy. You know it. Then say it, Honor. That song, my older brother died in a car. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. That's awful. That's so traumatic. I know, Honor, right? Because when I was writing this, I was like, I know that song, but I couldn't think of anything past actually the answer. And I couldn't think of any other lyrics to look up. It was a Sammy Johns song, Lori. Sammy Johns, a self-described conservative hippie, captured the free love era of the 70s with this song. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, Happy Life. Oh, my goodness. No, it's not a sad song. It's a song about the free love era of the 70s. You know, when penicillin would cure anything. The pre-AIDS, you know, when a lot of people were foot soldiers in the sexual revolution. Without a worry. That was Chevy Van. Remember that song? To remember that song, Chevy Van. 'Cause like a picture she was laying there, moonlight dancing off her hair. She woke up and took me by the hand. Yeah, made love in my Chevy van, and that's all right with me. I think that's a really pretty song, though. Very pretty song. Kind of dreamy. All right. Wow. Here I missed another one that I didn't number. So we'll probably have like a lot of questions tonight. We have 2 extra questions if we want. Number 13. Here we go. This is a lyric question. Here we go with a lyric question. Yeah, it's got to be traumatic. And it has to also have an incredible impact on the parents and just that loss. I couldn't imagine that kind of a loss ever. I've had friends that have lost their kids. Uh, but yeah. And unfortunately, a lot of times it was older, like so their kids. I had 2 friends that died of colon cancer in their 40s. So that was hard because the parents were older. And number 13. This is a lyric. Yeah, I think I'm going to go down to the shore. What are you going to do down there? I don't know. Play some video games, buy some Def Leppard t shirts. Don't forget your Motley Crue t shirt. All the proceeds go to get their lead singer out of jail. Name the song. Name the song. It's a lyric, Honor. Which decade? This would be 80s, I believe. 80s punk ish. I don't know. Are they considered punk? Let's see what genre. Punk, indie, cowpunk, comedy, rock. Which is why I like them. I was such a big fan of theirs. I mean, I don't know all of their songs, but all right. The lyrics are, yeah, I think I'm going to go down to the shore. What are you going to do down there? I don't know. Play some video games, buy some Def Leppard t-shirts. Don't forget your Motley Crue t-shirt. The proceeds go to get their lead singer out of jail. Nope, not Beastie Boys. I like the Beastie Boys too. It's Dead Milkmen, if that helps. I love the Dead Milkmen. The name of the song is Bitchin' Camaro. Bitchin' Camaro. Mm-hmm. I know it does, doesn't it? I don't even know if they perform anymore. I should check out their website and see if they do. Number 14, according to Car and Driver, which car has the most mentions in songs? According to Car and Driver, which car has the most mentions in songs? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. 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 Kill Bill or Elon Musk? Why even Elon Musk? I've never seen Kill Bill. I should. Limo, Cadillac, GTO, no, AMC. Do you know AMC Theater is Chinese owned? Nope. No. May want to think more hip hop era. Y'all mind? Everybody's stuck in the, you know, 30s to Hyundai. Olds, an Olds with some 22 rims on it, Lori. Oh gosh. It is a Mercedes. A Mercedes. Once again with the Mercedes. Hey Eddie, how's it going? Are you feeling better, Eddie? I meant to check on you too. I gotta check on all my peeps, see how they're doing. I do think about you, even though I may not have the time and take the time to write you. But I hope you're over the crud, Eddie. Allergy season is just kicking in and school has gone back. So the hospitals are very, very busy right now. Very busy. In fact, I went to the hospital today and they were short staffed and everybody there was wearing a mask. So I'm going to guess. We're doing great, Eddie. Good. Glad to hear you're on the mend. Glad to hear it. All right, number 15. Guns N' Roses covered this T-Rex song on the Spaghetti Incident. Guns N' Roses covered this T-Rex song on the Spaghetti Incident. I started listening to more Mark Bolan stuff from T-Rex. You know, we have from Bimbo. In fact, we do have the Bimbo Barbarella extravaganza is coming up September 13th at Mark Kropka Pirate Radio at 9 p.m. I think that's a Saturday night. That is coming up. But Bimbo was a big fan of T-Rex. And I've listened to some of his stuff lately. He was darn good. T-Rex. Bang a gong, get it on. Dun. It was Buick McCain is the name of the song. Buick McCain. Yeah. Number 16. I was trying to think of something, couldn't remember. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm in so much pain. I'm like getting 5 hours sleep every day. I'm just exhausted. T-Rex. Number 16. Which car is mentioned in the song Tulsa Time? We did that song last week. So did you do a metal version of Bang a Gong or was that a metal band? I do like that song. Rock and Roll Gas Station by Adrenaline OD. Never heard of it. I will pin that message. Rock and Roll Gas Station. Oh. They were hardcore punk from Jersey. Which exit? And their compilation also featured the first recording of the Beastie Boys. Huh? East Patterson. It formed from the demise of the late 70s punk band, the East Patterson Boys Choir. I know a school teacher from Patterson, New Jersey. I imagine she's retired by now. I met her in Costa Rica. Oh, and then they did a song Trans Am inspiration for they inspired Bitch and Camaro of the Dead Milkmen with their song Trans Am. Interesting. Interesting. All right, I'm going to have to write them down. All right. About the only punk band I listen to now is River City Sound System. They're out of Jacksonville. That's who was playing the night I took Clowney down on stage. Oh, what did Candace say? I've now moved from the bed to the recliner in the living room. You're on my TV now. Oh gosh. 30% of people watch me on the TV and I'm mortified. Like, how can they handle that? So I try and do a little shushing up. But when I had the eye surgery, I couldn't wear makeup. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all are so brave. This is the same people that are into like horror films. You have 59 copyrights on a live. You have copyrights? I have copyrights. I have copyrights on photos, though. What are your copyrights on, Hunter? Being nice? Hunter's like one of the nicest people I've met in a long time. Sammy Hagar had a song Trans Am, or the other way around. I wonder. Oh yeah, punks is no, I don't like those kind of punks. I like the fun punks. But yeah, not the those are more like the skinhead punks. I didn't like that group. I was more into the light, or I can even do the political punk stuff, but you know. So the car mentioned in the song Tulsa Time was Pontiac. We had Pontiacs, station wagons. I can't believe I did not know that Audi is now making station wagons again. Like, I totally miss that because I don't get out much. I, I was looking at a short of somebody hanging out of a car in Atlanta dancing to music. And yeah, it was a Audi station wagon. I was shocked. Right? Simple Life? He's a handsome looking guy. He's very handsome. Number 17. What is the name of Billy Gibbons' car? Billy Gibbons is from ZZ Top. What is the name of Billy Gibbons' car? Did you donate any of your hair, Hunter? Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Mike. But some punk bands, especially some of your California Bay Area punk bands, they did a little political stuff here and there. No, it's not Pearl Necklace. You like the beard better. Interesting. Wow. I think he looks younger. I don't know. I'll just take Connor anyway and get him. All right. What is the name of Billy Gibbons' car? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Going once, going twice. It is the Eliminator. The Eliminator. It's been around. Number 18. She was the guitarist and vocalist for the Runaways. She was the guitarist and vocalist for the Runaways. I never got to watch Headbangers Ball too much. I just never watched TV. I was just never a TV person. That's what I need to do. Hunter, are you behind? Hit the live button, Hunter. Catch up. Hike with Mike. Got it. It is Lita Ford. Wow. Now we got a tie. We got Simple and Hunter tied 1-1. Mike and Lori are tied 2 for 2. Oh my goodness. I lose so much hair these days. I really do need to give it to the Boyds. The Boyds can use it, and that dang squirrel that tore up my carpet, my front door carpet. You know what it is, Hunter? I think your connection's just slow because you're out in the middle of all those cornfields. I think you may have a slower connection, maybe. Oh yeah, Alita Ford still looks amazing. She looks great. Oh no, Simple Happy Life. Are you icing it? I hope you're icing it. You have some peas or something, frozen peas you can put on it. Number 19. This recording was credited to Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats. While Brenston did provide the vocals, the band was actually Ike Turner and his Kings of Rhythm who did this song. The recording was credited to Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats. While Brenston did provide the vocals, the band was actually Ike Turner and his Kings of Rhythm. I think Lita Ford's done, I think he did a compilation album. And Lita Ford was doing social media with, what's his name? For a while. It is, Hunter. I tell you. We're talking toes. We're talking beards. Crazy squirrels. Hey, Mrs. Hopkins. Good to see you. I hope it was a good visit. Oh, yeah. Share Tina Turner. He was terrible. I think Miles Davis was too. If I close my eyes forever, Lita and Ozzy. Thank you, Mike. Oh yeah. Well, you're getting up there in the age. I'm telling you. That's about the time. You're about the age I was when I discovered I had some hearing loss as well. Chris is worse than I am though. He went to a lot more concerts than I did. But yes, blew my ear out. I'm pretty sure of it. I think that was the icing on the cake there. Tina Turner and Ike were married. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Simple is laying, well, she's on the recliner. She moved from the bed to the recliner. She has a messed up toe. And nobody to do laundry. And nobody wants to do laundry. What song did you hear on the way home? Oh, the Ozzy Lita Ford song? Effusion, Effusion. Oh, wow. Surprised it gets radio play. This recording was credited. Now, this is going back since it was Ike Turner, old, old, old. It goes back a ways. It was before Tina, obviously, because it was Ike Turner and his Kings of Rhythm. But it was Jackie Branston and his Delta Cats. And they did the song Rocket 88. Rocket 88. All right, here we are. A number. Yes, he was. Ike and, like I said, Ike and I think Miles Davis also. Hmm. Yeah. Number 20, this song by Quiet Riot is on their Quiet Riot 2 album. This song by Quiet Riot is on their Quiet Riot 2 album. Oh, I didn't know about that. Simple Life. Hmm. So I don't put much stock in people who are celebrity. I was never one of those idolize a celebrity type person. Hike with Mike, got it. Slick back Cadillac. All right, Mike is in the lead with 3. We have Lori with 2, Hunter with 1, and Simple Life with 1. All right, this is going to be, oh gosh. What happened? Okay. Number 21. This is a lyric question again. That's right. That's all right. Number 21. Used to crumble donuts on your seats. Policemen like to eat and lick their fingers. Stocking standard leather everywhere. Oh, sorry. Stocking standard leather everything. Power locks and steering. Linger, please. Used to crumble donuts on your seats. Policemen like to eat and lick their fingers. Stocking standards leather everything. Power locks and steering linger. It is not Big Yellow Taxi. But if you think of the lyrics, you might be able to come up with the car. The hint is in the lyrics. Used to crumble donuts on your seats. Policemen like to eat and lick their fingers. Stuck in standard leather everywhere. Power locks and steering linger. Nope, not a Chevy. It is going once. T-Bird, nope. It's a car often associated with police officers back in the day. And you always knew if a police officer was behind you because you had rectangular headlights. Nope. A specific car. It would be going once, going twice. Is a Crown Victoria. Crown Victoria. Yeah, their headlights are rectangular. I actually saw one in in oh, and the toe pulls through late. Now, I do have a lag, simple happy life, because I know she's kind of rural too. She might be dealing with a lag. Okay, so I guess we got okay, we vote. Does simple life get the point? Does she get the point? Oh. Now this, I just want to ask this question. Sure. We'll give her simple life the point. All right. So I guess, I mean, I have a couple other, but I think we could maybe save them. I don't know. But the cars, I think we're out of cars. So maybe I'll just go on. Number 22, just real quick. The music and first couple of lines of this song is based on Howlin' Wolf blues song called You'll Be Mine, which was written by Willie Dixon. In interviews, T Rex leader Mark Bolan acknowledged that he lifted it from Howlin' Wolf. Willie Dixon, he was pretty amazing. I mean, like Rolling Stones got their start using Willie Dixon songs. I think The Who, a lot of people liked Willie Dixon songs that later became very big rock people. Can't forget the toe. And her toe is injured. Well, you need to get the horse and the cow in there and get them doing laundry for you, Candace. Yeah, yeah. Mike, there isn't much left of Florida that isn't sprawl. Are you going to stay in Florida when you retire? Or are you going to go to other places? Mike, if you ever want to come up here and hike, you're welcome. We have some amazing hiking. You got the Appalachian Trail, you have all kinds of waterfalls. Clayton, you have good restaurants to go to after a good hike or before a good hike. You have some old one of those CCC camps that were built after the war. I have a lot of good trails and hiking up here. I know. It drives me nuts that you can see the reflection of the tape. I was just trying to get it up there with my lame wing, my lame arm, and we did it like 15 minutes. I bought that last year and never got it hung. So I was like, this year it's getting up. Let me some Spock. I don't know. I don't think Captain Spock. I don't know about that. Or Mr. Bones that I'll be uploading tonight. Oh yeah, are you doing Christmas crafts right now, right, Mrs. Hopkins? But that would be the song Jeepster from T Rex. So I think now that the gang's all here, hail, hail, the gang's all here, we need a name for we need to name this guy. Where are we going to name him? No, foothills, the Appalachians. Well, a really cool town, Mike, especially if you like art and stuff like that, is Florence, Alabama. It's just west of Huntsville. Alabama is a good place to retire because their cost of living is cheap, but you got to consider medical care. That's the thing. You don't want to be in a rural place where if you have heart issues or anything like that, your rural hospital ain't going to handle that. You have to go into Birmingham or Huntsville. So, but that's the thing. You need to be near, kind of near some decent health care, especially as time goes on. I'm going to move down to Columbia. I told my mother in law, I said, if Chris ever dies, I'll probably move to Columbia. I might. I might just move to Columbia. Very tempted. But long term plans, I'll probably move to Athens, Georgia. Has a really good hospital. They're starting to integrate the university in with the hospital. And they have all those activities. I can go to college for free. I can do that now at the university over there. They have great concerts, great music. You never know who you'll run into. You know, REM still lives there. B-52s, they still live there. You know, it's a lot of art stuff going on there. And a lot of young people to keep you youthful. There's just a lot, a lot. Odin Bones, Boney, Bon Jovi, Bonu Macaroni. Them bones, them thigh bones. Yeah, but a heart attack isn't terminal. But what happens, they call 911 and they take you to the nearest hospital to stabilize you, and then you have to life flight you over to a real hospital. If there are any rural hospitals. I know Georgia, like once you go down south into the farmland, there aren't many hospitals down there. I think there's two. There's one in Albany and one in Tifton that are of any size to do anything. But I don't even know if they do. I don't know if they do heart stuff down there or not. They may still have people come up to Atlanta to have heart stuff done from South Georgia. Mike, that's funny. Columbia. Yes, that is where Eddie lives. But man, I mean, I watch those videos, Hunter, and I'm just like the cost of. He had a full spread. He had a whole dining room table full of fruits and vegetables. Right? It was like $28. You know, the only requirement you have to make, I think, $1,200 a month to be able to um, migrate, to be able to live there and get a resident visa. And but your rent is going to, for a decent place, your rent's going to cost about $600 a month. And that's it. And then the insurance, you can't, obviously you can't get on the national health care, but they have health care plans, and you're required to have them if you're going to live there. They have health care plans. They have multiple. And I think he said Cigna. Cigna does healthcare plans for down there too. So I've not been to the swamp, Mike, but every time I pass it, I keep saying I need to get into the swamp. All right, are we going to vote on a name for the for the who had the best name? Go ahead and vote on who you think had the best name for this guy. This guy over here. No, there's no Social Security, Hunter. And medical is fine. Eddie loves the medical care there. In fact, if you do your research, some of the best medical care in South America is in Colombia. And a lot of people go there, a lot of tourists go there for medical care from the US, dental and stuff like that. Yeah, you do, Lori. You have Sloan Kettering up there, right? Boston General. Isn't Sloan Kettering there? Oh, Mass General. Yeah. Oh, Brigham. Brigham and Women's. Yeah, definitely the best. Tufts. Where is I thought Sloan Kettering was there. Oh, they're in New York. New Jersey. New York and New Jersey. Because I know somebody that went from Georgia to get treated there. She had pancreatic cancer and they saved her life when she was a teenager. She was a teenager and she's um, mother of two kids and has most of her innards. She could eat anything she wants and she won't gain an ounce. Yeah. Oh, how'd you know? Simple, happy life. Oh, big hair. I do have some big hair, but I have, I'll show you. I'll show you what hair we have. And maybe, well, what hair? Okay, here's the hair. Here are our hair choices. You ready for hair choices? Oh, and congratulations to Mike. You were the winner this week. Congratulations. Uh, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. He must be really good then. You had really good care if he got on up there. Mike, I got to have my shoulder back, Mike. I've got to go to the hospital. I've got to. So here we go. Here we go for the wigs for Mr. Boney. We have we have this one. We have this wig. I being a redhead just washes me out. Red is not my color. Although I did dye my hair for the two times I ever dyed my hair, it was this color. He was a jerk. Oh, what did it Mike win? I had it. It was, oh, Mike, you're going to love tonight's gift. You're going to love it. You got some, you got some of those glasses that they give you when you get your eyes dilated at the doctor's office. It was brand new. I pulled it right out of the plastic. Oh, where'd the plastic go? Anyway, I had plastic here. So congratulations, Mike. You have won cheap sunglasses. Dun, dun, dun. A picture of Simple Life's injured toe. There you go. There you go. I don't know, Simple Happy Life. Some people consider that, OnlyFans material. Like, why are everybody's going to OnlyFans? Lori's trying to get into OnlyFans, like letting her little shoulder show and everything. You'd be compatible. All right, so that's one for Mr. Boney. What other wig do we have here for Mr. Boney? Let's see. We have I don't even know how this one goes. Is this right? We'll find out. We have this hair. I don't know what. I think this was supposed to be. I don't know who. It's pretty wild. Mozart. Yeah, I was thinking it kind of looks like Mozart. I think it was supposed to be more of a. Oh, yeah, it was supposed to be. This is what it's supposed to look like. It never looks like the picture, does it? And this is out of the box. Like, this is out of the box and in like netting. I know. I was like, am I going to be a pink or a blue hair lady? I just don't know yet. See, it drives me nuts coloring my hair. I'm happy with gray. I'm happy with gray. This one might work for Mr. Bounty. This one reminds me of. This one reminds me of. Stop. Is this a Stewart wig? This kind of reminds me of Stewart. I don't know why. It's a MacGyver wig. Bette Midler. No. MacGyver. Where's my leather man? Oh, gosh. Oh, there goes the cowbell. Not the cowbell. All right, let's see what else we have here. Oh, my gosh. Now I got to put all this stuff up when I'm done. That rots. I think. Is this the front? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know these things. Oh my gosh. Like, this is so terrible. I don't think I have the picture for this one. It is awful though. Like, what is it? I think it was supposed to be a bob. But it's not bobbing. It's not bobbing. Chick from Greece, the beauty school. Pinky? Beauty school dropout. I love that was Stockard Channing. I always thought she was beautiful. It is a terrible color. So I'm just not into the. See, now Lori had that orange wig. Lori had the orange. Let's try this one. I don't even know that I've ever put this one on. Let us see. Let us see. All right. I have like, after this one, I've got two more. Oh, shoot. Oh, I'm trying to get my hair in it as much. Oh, that was a raggedy. Now I got to heat up some grub for me. Oh, we're having some fun, Eddie. We're talking about me. I told my mother-in-law if Chris ever dies, I'll probably move down to Columbia. Her jaw dropped. So I think this is the Andy Warhol. This is kind of cute, though. This is kind of cute. Who was it? I could be Carol Channing. I could be Carol Channing in this. Hello, darlings. I can't do her voice anymore. I used to be able to do Carol Channing. I loved her. She was awesome. This one's actually not too bad. Nice wedge in the back. Pretty good, actually. I don't know. But see, I don't like these cuts on me, though. Like for my hair, then I need some length. If I don't, I feel like I'm like the Quaker Oats guy. Like this. But this one is the best of the wigs, I think. ladies. Silver and bad, silver and bad. See, so I'll just age naturally. I don't like dyeing my hair anyway. I dyed it those 2 times, and I got my mean streak going here. So I'll keep my mean streak. So I like it. I'm starting to get a lot of streaks. Starting to get a little streaky. Oh, you know what? I just thought, oh, wait. Oh, I know what this one is. This is just Elsa. But it doesn't even fit my head. And it's not adjustable. So it has to be, and I have a small head, so it'd have to be like really small. I don't even know where I got this. So probably the thrift store. I got all these at the thrift store. Like, I don't know why. Okay, now I have another. This is the one I wore when I did Bimbo. Make Chris wear it. His head's big. This is the one when I went as Bimbo for Halloween. When I went as Bimbo Barbarella. And I was upset because I was looking, she always had those really poofy wigs that she wore. This one cost some money. This wasn't a costumey wig. I spent a little bit of money, but it wasn't a high end. But it was decent enough. Ugh. There you go. This is the D. Snyder. Exactly. D. Snyder, or how about Sally Struthers? Or Dolly. There you go. There you go. Sally Struthers or D. Snyder. I like D. Snyder better. So which are we giving Boney a wig? Should Boney get a wig? I'll have to see if I could get it up there somehow, if we decide on one. And give him the MacGyver. This one has some red in it. It's an interesting wig. I think this was a higher end wig too. Yeah. Has that air conditioning in it. Like this one. This was a higher end air conditioning wig. But yeah. Which one you like? Yeah, does have a frosted. Time Mark last night, I came across a video of Bimbo and Mark from a year ago, and Chris came on and was so upset because Mark wasn't answering his phone calls or text. Poor Chris. Poor Chris. Yeah. He'll come up here. So this is funny. Like he'll just pop in here and they'll say hi and then he'll leave. Or he'll say, hey, you want to do a live sometime? And I'll say, yeah, sure, Chris. Just let me know when. And then he'll never email me. So, but he ghosted me one night. I made plans. I worked on a thumbnail for us and I did stuff. And we were going to use, that account that I have where everybody can go live on their own channel, but through a link I give them, right? And yeah. Oh, so Lori, if you didn't know that, like I use Restream, and on Restream, only one person has to buy it. I think I got it on sale at Christmas for $99, but I can go live. I can send you a link and we go live like you do on your panel, but it shows up on everybody's channel. Excuse me. Ragweed season. So that way, like if thank y'all. I need it. Yeah, I'm not a pew pewer sneezer. I'm a let it all out. I cough the same way. But yeah, so the cats. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need to get with Martha. I don't know, Martha, I ended up, well, I'll get with you, Martha. We need to get together and figure out oh my gosh. She was so funny with Chris. But yeah, he goes to me after I did that. He then I was ready to go live and he sent me an email saying, um, we're having company over tonight, so can we just not do this? I'm like, I did all this work. I set aside all this time, right? I could have planned something else. And then he stood me up. So I don't pursue it for certain, you know. I don't cough. I don't cough on people. Oh, I was in the hospital. They were short staff and the staff was wearing masks. So I'm hoping I don't get sick and have to reschedule or anything like that. I should have worn a mask in there. But yeah, all the kids are back in school, so everybody's sick. Everybody's sick. The hospitals are very, very busy. Very busy. I went to a major hospital, but I've heard the hospital near us even is full. They're overwhelmed. So 'tis the season. But yeah. But it's so crazy that I got sick, so sick last year. Not terribly sick because I had all my vaccines. But Chris, even though he was around me, he didn't get sick at all. Can't believe that. Can't believe it. No, those are all my wigs, Connor. I'm the kid in this house. I am the kid in this house. You know that. These are all my toys. I used to have all kinds of costumes and all kinds of stuff. But most of the time, so I used to have those big Halloween parties, but I was always so busy, I never had time to dress up. Most of the time, we dressed up one year. I dressed as and I didn't even use any of these wigs. There was another wig I got rid of. I dressed as Anna Nicole Smith, and Chris dressed as Ozzy. And Chris does such a good Ozzy. Sharon! He had like the purple glasses on. He had like a long wig. It was awesome. And he has this vintage smoking jacket that I found for him. It's velvet. It's velvet. And yeah. Oh, no. I did get him to dress another time. He said if he dressed as anything, remember the Japanese obstacle course show? What was that show? It was so funny, and it had the guys that would do the commentary on the contestants. What was that Japanese game show? I love Halloween too. I love dressing up. I like playing around. What I don't like doing is makeup. I am terrible at makeup, whether it's my own, whether it's Halloween. Oh, well, I can't say that because Halloween, I've done some really good stuff for other people. I did somebody as a cat one year with all the little details of the leopard stuff before it was popular. Oh, I won a Halloween costume contest back in the 90s, when they had the polyester and it was like a jumper, but it was like a disco jumper. It kind of crossed over and had a little peplum skirt, but it was a blue and black zebra print. And that's when I had my hair shaved on the side, and I'd wear it like all teased up, and it was all layered. And yeah, so I took my hair and I kind of mohawked it and did blue and black stripes, and then I did blue and black zebra on my face. So yeah, I won that contest. I won a Windjammer cruise on that. Um, with that costume that I never got to go on because I just didn't have the time. I was working. The real name of C is the flu. Yeah, well, it's a bad one for sure, for sure. And the influenza in 19, what was it, 1928? That was a rough year. You throw on makeup and hope for the best? No trivia next week. No trivia next week. But the following week, we're doing names. We're going to go back to doing some name songs. And we're going to do we're just realizing my cousin, he got it when it first came out really bad, Lori. He's a young man. He's in his 30s. The guy can't leave the house. He's having to wear like air conditioned iced vest that's normally used for MS patients. He can't do any labor, like outside labor, anything like that. And it's sad because he's a healthy. Hey, you look at him, he looks healthy. He's thin, nice looking young man. But yeah, he pretty much can't do anything. And at his age, I doubt he'll get Medicare. But there's not a whole lot he can do. I mean, I guess maybe office work, maybe. But he has these spells where he just, even not going outside, even not doing much, he really suffers. So I don't know if he could work in an office environment even. So I don't know. I just, it's awful. And it is terrible. Oh, I didn't have a mohawk. What I had the Patti LaBelle do. It was kind of like between Patti LaBelle and Gloria Esteban. Let's see. I can go to because I lived in Miami when I got that hairdo. And when I lived in Miami, everybody dressed in the day like they were going out to party for the night. Here we go. Here's one. This is actually it. But her hair. I teased mine a little bit more. I think mine was higher. Like I knew I had a good hair day when my hair touched the headboard. the headliner of the car. That's when I knew I was having an awesome day. Humidity was low. Oh wait. It won't let me do this full screen, but it'd be this one. So my hair was shaved right here on the side, And then my hair was actually shaved all the way down around the nape of the neck too, which I kind of really liked in Miami because it kept me a lot cooler, a lot cooler. But I kind of had that look going on. And she always wore hers to the side for the most part. But yeah, it was kind of like a between a Gloria Esteban and a Patti LaBelle thing. Oh, it's all black. Did it ever appear? Mm. Hmm. Click to copy link. I don't know if it's copying. Oh, okay. Let me go back because it does take a while to show up. I don't know why there's a delay, but there is. And I'm off. Let me go to my phone and I can see what y'all are saying. Do. I got YouTube. I got a YouTube it. There. Oh, I'm here. I'm in the chat. So do y'all see Gloria now? It's this black and white one. That was my look. My look. Because I think I lived in Miami and then they kind of hit it big after I left Miami. I believe. I know when I lived in Miami, oh my gosh, still not yet. How about now? Can you say me now? This one? Anyway, the link I dropped is it. Now we see. Okay, maybe I was just doing it wrong. All right. There you go. So see our head, she's got a little shave here, but mine went on around the back. But not here. I mean, it kind of like went behind the ear and then the shaving started. But just about, I don't know, like an inch of hair shaved all the way around the back. But then the big hair. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you. Rhythm is gonna get you tonight. I dropped my cowbell. Oh. But I loved Miami Sound Machine. They were great. They were fun. But the big there was the big song when I lived in Miami was Luis Vargas, Mommy Mommy. Mommy Mommy. But he's a Luis Vargas. Luis Vargas was a salsa performer. But for some reason, that song made a comeback in the 80s, even though the original was recorded from Luis Vargas. And I don't know why. I guess because the culture down there was so mixed. But I don't know if do you know that song, Eddie Toro or Mrs. Hopkins, Luis Vargas, Mommy? Mami, te quiero por el negro. Na 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 na. Bum bum bum. Na 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 na. Favorite place I have lived so far? Probably Atlanta because I've had the most successful career here in Atlanta. But I loved everywhere I've lived. I loved LA, I loved Lexington, Miami, Orlando, Tampa. Um, where else have I lived? Scranton, not so much. Scranton. I didn't like Scranton, I'm sure, if I was older, but as a kid, the snow, it was miserable. I did not like Scranton. I loved Fredericksburg, Virginia. Where else have I lived? The Midwest, Indiana. So, Indiana, Kentucky, Virginia, Pennsylvania, California, Florida, Georgia, Scranton. Yeah. KU Kudos. KUDOS. Yeah, I've been around. And I lived in Indiana, Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Florida all before the age of 5. I finished out the end of first grade in Florida. So, however old I was, I moved around a lot. And then, even when I mentioned Florida, that's not even all the places I lived in Florida. I've lived in Winter Park, Castleberry, Maitland. Where else? Tampa, Miami, uh, Fern Park. I went to 10 high schools. I mean, I went to a lot of high schools. I went to how many elementary schools? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elementary schools. I went to just the one middle school. But the middle school I went to was with the elementary school. The Office. I know. That's so funny. I think that's why my dad liked The Office so much. Well, I mean, it's just funny, but I think he grasped onto it because we'd lived there. Yeah. Scranton is a coal town. It's dirty, the snow. I mean, as soon as the snow dropped, it was just gross, nasty. I had a kid, I think I had a kid hit me in the head and knock me out with a rock. I don't know why. I don't know why. I had a teacher. I had an upset stomach. Well, I had to go to the bathroom and she wouldn't let me leave the classroom. So as old as I am now, I don't know if my stomach was upset or what happened, but I ended up like doing the duty on my in my chair, in my tights. Ugh, that was terrible. It was a terrible, and then she got mad at me. She got mad at me. I think she deserved it. Uh, Chris, I don't know how Chris keeps up with me either. I mean, Chris, right? You met him. He's so cool, laid back, just he'd be happy to be left alone on the sofa for months as long as he had food. I remember I don't know if we were engaged or married. I think we were still dating. And, I was living with those 4 guys, and it was a beautiful day. It was like one of those crisp fall days or something. And I was just like, oh, we need to go to the mountains. So I said, hey, you want to go to the mountains today? And he goes, when? I said, today. And his eyes got like this big. We had no plans. We had nothing going on. But I was like, well, I'm going to go ask Craig because if you're not going to go with me, I'll go with Craig or somebody else. And so I went downstairs and asked the other two roommates if they wanted to go. And they did. So the four of us ended up going. And Chris had a great time. Oh, the Brit one, that one's pretty good. But I don't know. I don't know. It is good. I've seen some of it. But it's basically it's the same storyline. So I lived in Viewmont Village, an apartment complex. And it was the first time I'd lived in an apartment complex. Um, yeah, feral children, feral, crazy children. I mean, my brother got in trouble. Him and one of his friends, I think, started a dumpster fire. Yeah, they have a bunch of rough kids, man. Rough kids in Scranton. That was not you, Colin. That was my nephew. That was my nephew. He's such a good kid, y'all. I mean, how old is he? He's 40. Has a couple kids. He's such a good nephew to his aunt. I didn't even know him until I met him when he was 15 when I went out to Sacramento to work. And then we kind of lost touch, because he was like a 15-year-old into skating and all that stuff. He just loved that I got him one of those CD players so he could skateboard and listen to the CD player, the Walkman. So we lost touch for a long time. And then we got back in touch, like after he was married and had kids. And that sweet kid, he calls me at least once or twice a month. He is the sweetest. He is the sweetest. I'm really, really lucky. So, but we have a really, really, and my dad is not even related to him by blood. He is my stepbrother's son. And my father adopted my stepbrother. But he taught, and he was calling my dad every month before he called me. And they're not even related. They just had a good time. My dad's like, I want to go out and meet him. And he did. You answer the phone, you want to talk about your toe. Is Lori leaving? Yeah, Lori, get some rest. Love you, girl. Can't wait till you're back at 100%. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. So I hope your doctor appointment goes well too, Lori. Yeah, Chris puts up with me all right. Yeah, you know what, Hunter? He's been going out there filling up those garden beds every weekend. I'm not nagging, I'm not mentioning them. He told me he was going to fill a garden bed Monday, because he worked in the yard Saturday, since I can't do anything with my arm, right? So he had to mow the entire grass Saturday. And then Sunday he worked out, like taking out, wait till you see the thing. He's cut out more of that morning glory stuff and vines. And then I told him, I was like, take it easy Monday. Like, just take the day off. He got out there anyway and did stuff. So he likes doing the yard work stuff more now than he ever used to. Now, if I could just get him on in the inside stuff. I still have tons of art that needs to be hung from when we had to repair the house. So, but it's just sitting in bubble wrap. Yeah, he is. And he's been getting up at like 4:30 every morning and doing I don't know how many miles on the treadmill. So he's good like that. He can start a regime like that and stick with it. And I'm like, ugh. And I'm certainly not getting up at he gets up, he's 3 hours at home in the morning before he goes to work, before he leaves to go to work. I was one of those, I got up, had my cup of coffee, took my shower, took another cup of coffee on the road to work. I like sleeping in as much as I can. So, but yeah, I can't wait till I can get some exercise again. I need to get my wing fixed and get to where I can shovel and lift and stuff again. So I do what I can though. I do what I can. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go calm my nephew, that sweetheart. And it's funny. I don't talk to his dad. I don't talk to his mom. I don't talk to his sister, but we talk all the time. But yeah, that's why I hate that I didn't get to go out and see him yet. I'm going to get out there though. He needs me. He needs his Aunt Jen. So, but yeah, he's a cool kid. Martha, I can't sleep like that. I cannot sleep like that, just anywhere. But yeah. And get this, I broke down and took a pain medication and I couldn't sleep. I'm going to be miserable once I have the surgery if I'm going to have to be on pain medication. I get a nerve block for day 1, so that'll be good. So hopefully, I think they said when you get the nerve block and you go home, you're going to bed, take the pain medication, but hopefully I'll only be on it a day or 2, if that. But I'll just enjoy that pain block because I won't have any pain. I can ride in a car without being in severe pain with every little bump, and even just stopping, braking hurts my shoulder, just the force. So I don't want the force to be with me. But y'all have a good one. I'll see you in a couple weeks. We'll do names, and then we have what else we got coming up? I got names and money. Oh, names. September 24th is names. And then we're going to do money songs. And then we'll come up with some stuff from there. So y'all have a good one. I'll still be putting out some videos. I have, like I said, Sunday videos are all scheduled of my trip that we took. And then yeah, I'll still be doing the garden tour. And who knows if I'm up to it and I'm going to cook something because I'm bored out of my mind, I'll go live or something. So, but yeah, Mrs. Hopkins, I need to talk to you maybe sometime this week. So, but I'll be around. So just if you get a minute and you're not busy, because you're way busier than I am, just give me a call or something and let's try and do something with for bimbo stuff. So I told Mark we could just feed him stuff since he's not technically, coordinated. And then he can just present it on his side. So sound good? But give Mama B some love. And your earloo, yeah, you and your crazy ears. And that nothing makes you feel old more, I think, than being told you're losing your hearing. It's crazy. All right. Love y'all. Take care. Bye. Later, taters.